The lady has 2 minutes.
Thank you. Dear colleagues, my explanation includes a reminder to all of you na kung di nyo kasundo si Alan, malamang kasundo nyo ako. So, if sarado ang pag-iisip nyo na si Alan nagpaliwanag, ako naman ang magpapaliwanag. Pagbigyan nyo naman ako. But what I'm saying is not new from what Senator Alan Cayetano expressed. And I have here copies of the constitutional verbatim debate on this provision. And as Senator Alan read, sinabi ni Mr. Monsod, is it not understood that when the President of the Philippines is on trial, it is the only time when the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court will preside? Is it necessary to say that the Senate President will preside during all other times? Ulitin ko yung tanong, kasi yun ang tanong natin today. Is it necessary to say in the Constitution that the Senate President will preside during all other times? Ang sagot ni Mr. Davide, Mr. Presiding Officer, I precisely presented that because we have a distinction when it comes to the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. But with that clarification, that in all other cases, it would be the President of the Senate who will preside, I withdraw the amendment. Kaya clear sa Constitution. Applicable dito yung excluso unios. Hindi ko na-memorize yan kasi I graduated in 1991 and we took that up in 1987, but the phrase is, pag hindi kasama, excluded. Hindi po applicable yon, with all due respect to our former Senate President. It is the intention of the framers that matter. I will ask the page to help me distribute this among our colleagues. I have also asked our staff to actually copy. I am environmentally friendly, so ayoko sana ng papel. Pero alam ko na hindi po lahat sa atin gumagamit ng digital, ng electronic gadgets, kaya pinapil ko na lang. Pero kailangan ko pakita sa inyo yung mismong nasa journal, yan din yon. Yan din yon, my dear colleagues. Yun lang hiling ko sa inyo, intindihan naman natin yung nandito. Bumoto na. Pero intindihan naman natin kasi this is just the first day. We cannot disregard the Constitution. And I continue, Mr. President. We have enough jurisprudence, more than enough, to explain to us, even in layman's term, what basic legal principles are. And one of the most fundamental principles of constitutional construction states that we give effect to the intents of the framers of the Constitution. With this vote, did we give effect to the intentions of the framers of the Constitution? Sinabi nga Senate President ang magpe-preside. Hindi na siguro napakalaking bagay yon dahil kahit sinong ipalit nyo, maayos naman ang mga kasama natin sa colleagues natin, maayos naman. Di ho yun ang point. The point is, what are we required to follow? That's why may Constitution. And I will now state, for the record, a few cases that point out that this is what we are supposed to do. Give effect to the Constitution. Lambino versus Commission on Election in GR number 174153, the Supreme Court looked explicitly to the Constitutional Commission deliberation to determine the nature of people's initiative. Because the text was debated, the court used the framers' explicit intention. I repeat, the court used the framers' explicit intention revealed in the plenary debates to prevent deceptive or misleading petition processes and establish a stringent full text requirement. So anong ginawa sa kaso? Tiningnan ang intent ng framers of the Constitution. Another case, Calderon versus Carale, GR number 9163. God bless his soul. Si Dean Carale was my dean. And Senator Imis as well. Senator Kikos as well. He was with my father in the University of Michigan. So, pagbigyan niyo na ako a moment of remembering him. In GR number 91636, the court resolved a dispute regarding the President's power to make appointments without confirmation by the Commission appointment. The court examined the historical and textual context of Article 7, Section 16 of the 1987 Constitution, noting that the clear and express intent of its framers was to exclude presidential appointments from confirmation except for those expressly mentioned. So, balik ko sa kasong to. What was the clear intention? That the Senate President presides. That is the clear intention. Dear colleagues, umpisa pa lang. I beg all of you, makinig naman tayo. Masumunod naman tayo kung ano yung sinasabing trabaho natin. The Constitution, the intention of the framers, and then the clear construct. O, another case. Gold Creek Mining Corporation versus Rodriguez. This is a very old case. So yung mga binanggit sa inyo, bago-bago pa yun dahil si Dean Carale, buhay pa naman as of the pandemic. So 2000 plus. Ito, 66 Philippines, 259. So for lawyers and law students, pag sinabing Philippines, pag yan yung ni-record, alam mo ng 50s, 1940s, something like that. Justice Jose Abad Santos articulated the definitive rule. The fundamental principle of construction is to give effect to the intent of the framers of the organic law and of the people adopting it. Dear colleagues, I can stand here and read more cases to all of us. We have law students. We have freshmen law students, we have fresh graduate, we have bar reviewees listening to us. Tapos tayo pa lang, hindi natin mabigyang pahalaga ang very clear legal principles. Pati yung prosecution and defense nakikinig. Sana po, wag niyong abalahin yung oras namin. Bigyan niyo naman kami ng maliwanag na mga arguments ninyo because we are willing to listen. Pero colleagues, patunayan naman natin that we are willing to listen. Hindi yung pagpasok natin, nag-prejudge na tayo. Kasi sad to say, mukhang ganon. I tell you, there will be times I probably will not vote with the minority because I believe tama yung sinasabi ng majority. Sana po, yun ang pakita natin sa taong bayan. So, hindi ko na abalahin yung time dahil kakaupo pa lang ng bagong presiding officer, pero ang dami pang kaso that says, look at the intent of the framers of the Constitution. And today, we disregarded the intent of the framers ng Constitution. Magandang hapon po, gaya ng pag-uumpisa ng hearing na ito.
We know the remarks of Senator Pia in connection with